Hey guys, what's up and what's going on? I hope y'all have been doing great out there. Today I'm glad to be back, and I've got for you all something special today because this is my new PC case that I have been waiting ages for. It's called the Thor Zone Mjolnir. Now, as I just mentioned, I've been waiting for this thing a very long time, months upon months upon months, and I'm finally glad to have it here today. I will be doing a review on the case, but I kind of wanted to do something different today. I kind of just wanted to do an unboxing and initial impressions video. Now, the reason I wanted to do this today is because we have been getting mixed reports of people starting to get their Mjolnirs in, and I just wanted to kind of report on the condition of my particular unit, how it came in, and also give my impressions. I'm really looking forward to see the finishing of this piece and all the components that are in it. Again, I've been waiting so long for my new PC case. I really just want to open it and do it in front of you guys today. But really quick, before I get into that, this is based off a new company called Thor Zone, based off Sweden. The case was manufactured in Shenzhen, China. And this was funded via a Kickstarter campaign. So I was one of the initial backers of the campaign. Again, I'll get into the timing and all of that in my full review of the case. But again, long story short, it's finally here. And let's go ahead and open it and see how this thing came out. Okay, so I've got the trusty knife here. First of all, I'll go over the boxing real quick. It's a pretty cool custom box, which is a nice touch. It's got the Thor Zone Mjolnir. I don't know what you call it. The text on the box. It's got their little really cool logo on it. And on the kind of side here, you've got a really cool tag, your sticker with the Thor Zone Mjolnir. It's actually got the model number, the model name and everything printed right here on the outside sticker of the box. They do also have the with booster cell designation on the front, and I'll get to that when I open the box. In addition to the booster cell, I did get the option for the RGB lighting kit, so I'm assuming all of that is here in the box. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've got the lid off. It already looks good. One thing I will report initially, let me go ahead and show you the top. Okay, so we have had a couple reports on the Kickstarter campaign with the top panels coming off and potentially scarring the case. It looks like my unit, the top looks still to be on, the top panel, and I'll describe the panels in a bit when I take it out the box. But so far the finish already looks really good even under all that plastic. I will say another thing is it looks like my unit was shipped before they implemented the fix to keep those top panels from popping off. I think they had a second batch of the first shipments where they had implemented a solution by covering the wrapping with 3 tapes, which would prevent this top panel here from popping off and scratching the case. But again, I was a little bit paranoid to see if I'd have that issue. Luckily, it looks like my top here is still in place. You've also got the 3 panels here. I did order additional panels from vented side panels as well as glass panels. And because of the initial Kickstarter campaign, we did hit the campaign goal to get a really cool glass panel with the cool logo on it. So I can't wait to see that. But looking at the initial packaging, everything's really neat. It looks like everything's got its own slot here in the foam inside of the bag. Hopefully I can get some close-up for you, but obviously my camera's right there right now, so I'll see what I can do for you there. But yeah, everything's in its own little slot, looks neatly packaged. Looks like it got all the way to the other side of the ocean here just fine. And let's go ahead and keep doing this. You could probably tell I got I think this is called the Stealth. All I know is that it's black. They had a black, a gunmetal gray, and a silver option. I think they were called the Stealth, the Dark, and maybe the Steel option. I believe this is the Stealth. And I am pulling this out slowly because, again, the amount of time I waited, I do not want this to go south when it has gotten all the way here to my doorstep. Okay, so pulling this bad boy out. Got really nice foam packaging here. Again, you could see the side panels, the extra side panels here, each in a nice slot. And the case is right there below it. The first panel you see is the really cool glass panel with the emblem on it. And I can't wait to see how the case looks like with that. And I'm a little bit scared to where I go from here because I feel like this could be a disaster doing this in front of you guys. I'm a little bit nervous, camera shy here. Let's go ahead and pull it off. Don't want the whole case to come down on me. Now I'm looking out for the RGB lighting kit. I think the RGB lights that come with the case are packaged separately within the case. They're not built in during shipping. So I'll look out for that. And I think I do see them in there already. Okay, the first thing I want to show you guys from the contents here. Really nice glass panel again. Again, I do have two options here. I've got a set of glass panels and a set of mesh, not really mesh, but vented side panels. So I could have the option. I'm gonna play with the thermals a bit and see how they come out. But yeah, initially, really, they're not plastic or acrylic or anything like that. They are glass. And the logo looks to be etched on pretty nicely there. Let's see if I could take it out for you. Oh, maybe I can't. I'll save that for later. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right. Got the other glass panels. Okay. I'm super duper petrified. Okay, looks like we got another slot at the bottom of the case here. I believe this might be the... I really don't know where this panel goes. I think it's another set of a bottom panel, it looks like. Because I already have a bottom panel on the case, so I don't know if this is a spare bottom panel or not, but I'll take it. Alright, here we go. The unveiling of the actual case. Throw that all away. Oh boy, here she is, my new case. As you can see, I think maybe those of you all who are not familiar with the Thor Zone Mjolnir, it's obviously a very tiny PC case. This is a m-itx factor, very small ITX form factor case. And yeah, it was kind of a big jump and a big decision for me to try this out, but I've been finding that I have a lot of unused space in my computer cases and you know, a lot of desk space it's taken up, so I figured why not go try a new form factor. But let's get back to this case. It is it's beautiful. I'm paranoid here because I'm looking for scratches, but my unit looks perfectly fine. I do have a scuff here on the side, but luckily it rubbed right off, so it's not an actual scratch. And one thing I do want to report on is the finish. Looks fantastic. I know that the Thor Zone team did a lot of work with QC control over the many months to get the factory to produce these just right and on par to their standards. I will say that mine is looking beautiful. I do have to admit, I am a fan of Apple due to their build quality. Like my main laptop is an Apple. I play on PC, of course, and everything, but I do admire, you know, a nice build quality, and that's one thing that drew me to the Thor Zone. The panels here are magnetic, so they kind of just pop off from the inside, as you can see there. And another report I'd like to make with the packaging or the shipping, and maybe you could call it a build quality issue. I have seen reports of some of the legs and various bits and pieces falling off, most likely during the shipping phase. With mine, it looks like my rubber legs are still on quite nicely. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if I could slide the inner core out. I'm using my fingernail here. I don't have anything good to Okay, so one thing that was really cool about the Thor Zone Mjolnir case that probably a lot of you don't know unless you ordered it. One thing that really appealed to me about this case, especially with the tiny form factor, is the chassis that slides in and out of the case. And this is really cool because you could do your build on the chassis and slide it right into the case. And this is my first time, so I'm trying to be real careful with not scratching the whole thing here while I take it out. Okay, that came out pretty smoothly. So for those of you that got the Mjolnir and are wondering again about things that may be falling off, with mine, the rubber protectors at each corner are still intact, so the whole thing slid out nicely and these rubber pads stayed in place quite well. I don't see anything loose inside of the case. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And here it looks like we've got the two boxes for the Thor Zone God Rays, which are I believe are the RGB lighting kit. And what's really cool about these boxes is that they are also individually labeled, as you can see, or individually printed. So that's very cool. And we've also got, I do like the Thor Zone Mjolnir, stickers that they use here. That's very nice, shipping box quality premium touch here. So I do appreciate that. This box will, I'm assuming, contain the booster cell, which is something that you put on the front of the case. And what that's going to do is increase the airflow. You can, pop a fan in there, and that's going to help with your airflow with the case. You could run it with or without it. It was an additional option that you could purchase with the case. So, being that I already backed the case and the RGB, I figured I might as well get this as well. Yeah, so here it is. Again, everything in terms of packaging and initial, box unboxing quality, everything is, really nice. The foam is they use this pretty good quality. I like that they have slots for everything. So unfortunately, for those of you that had things maybe fall off during shipping, that's unfortunate. But for me, everything looks like it was neatly in place. And here is my, here's my booster cell here. And again, as I had mentioned, that is going to go on the front of the case, and you can replace this basically blank panel. You can put a fan back here, and you can replace the front with this, and that'll essentially get you a fan at the front of the case. Another cool feature about the booster cell is you get a power button on the front. The original design without the booster cell, it's minimal, no branding, no buttons, no noise in the front, which I do like, and the power button's on the back. So this feature is a fan and a power button in the front. Opening up the God Rays here. Wow, even the light strips have their own really nice packaging inside them. So I'm really impressed at the length that Thor Zone went to package this case. And really, that's pretty much it. Those are all the components I have here. You can, on the chassis here, you can see the riser that was included. This is a Gen 3 riser, not a Gen 4. But it is one of those nicer looking risers, which I appreciate. You've got the power cable here. And that's pretty much it. You've got a solid state drive up here. I did see some posts with some internal scratching on the chassis. Again, my whole unit so far, inside and out, looks to be pretty damage and scratch free to me. Again, I'm super impressed with the finish. It looks fantastic. It's got a very smooth finish, not a rough or it doesn't look painted on or anything like that. It's got a nice bit of spackle and glitter, but not enough to make it look plasticky or cheap. It's a very smooth finish. The magnets and the side panels seem to stay on pretty good. And I'm trying to be careful here because I don't want to scratch the metal as I take it on and off. And maybe what I'd like to do here is let's go ahead and try one of the glass side panels, see how that looks. Let's go ahead and do the one with the Mjolnir branding on it. So here it is, and I'm gonna be careful. I don't know if the glass can actually pop out of its bracket or not, so I'm gonna try and be careful here. Again, there's a really nice look at the Mjolnir glass panel. Looks beautiful. And just like the vented side panels and top panels, you can just pop this one right on, like so. Worked like a charm. And there you go, guys. It looks beautiful. What I do love about this case is you can use a glass panel on one side. You could use a vented panel on the other side. You know, do what you like for thermals and appearance and all of that. But let me go ahead and wrap it up and leave you guys with some beauty shots. I hear my kid and the wife coming in from daycare. So I think it's a perfect point to wrap up this video. But overall, I'm very, very impressed. I am super glad mine came with no issues at all. I'm gonna give it one more look over. But look, guys, it's a beautiful case. You know, there were some issues, I guess, with timing and the length of time it took to get here, but that's more of a one-off, you know, initial startup kind of thing, which I will get to on the full review of this. But just talking about initial impressions of the case and how it came, I have no complaints, and I am super happy and super excited to build this. My new case is finally here. This thing is beautiful. It's everything that I expected. Thor Zone, thank you guys. You've been, to me, very transparent as you could be in this process. It's been difficult with you know, the recent times and global events and everything that's been happening, but to have this here in hand, I'm super satisfied and fulfilled now that this is finally here. It's great. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with angles and the views. I might leave a little dialogue as I find things here and there, but again, thank you guys for tuning in. I will do a full review of this case. Hope you guys got something out of this, and hopefully this helps some of you guys that are still waiting on your Mjolnir. So anyway, guys, enjoy it. Enjoy the nice weekend, Memorial Day, weekend we have coming up. And I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. So I do want to leave a final plug. If you guys did enjoy this, leave a comment, a like, maybe subscribe. I've got more coming on the way, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a great journey on this new YouTube thing so far. So again, thank you. Have a great one. Take care. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.